Good day, YouTubers. Thanks for joining me. This is video 16 in my series of videos on Ontario Northland models in HO scale. And today we're taking a look at RS-2's as per the Proto 1000 series. The Proto 1000 series is something that came out in the late 1990s. This is a lifelike brand. I've got a box here that I'll show you here briefly. Boxes had a little bit of a write-up on the back. But the Proto 1000, reasonably well-built little locomotives. Not quite to the degree of detail and not as brilliant a running locomotive as the Proto 2000 series. As I understand it, these were brought out to try and compete more so with the Athearn model range and such. But it seems that they released a fairly wide range of locomotives for different railways, different paint schemes, some of which there had not been a lot of market attention to, and the Ontario Northland is included in that. So most modelers back in the late 90s were overjoyed to see something else come out commercially available for the Ontario Northland, me amongst them. So the paint scheme that you see in front of you there is the original as-delivered paint scheme for all of Ontario Northland's RS-2's and RS-3's. Ontario Northland did receive 4 RS-2's numbered 1300 through 1303. And these 3 models in front of you do reflect those road numbers. Now, Ontario Northland, when they received their RS-3's, again, they were delivered in this paint scheme, and all of those locomotives were subsequently repainted into the more classic green paint scheme as per the locomotives behind this one, and we'll take a closer look at those shortly. But I have to take a slightly closer look here. So a decent degree of detail and such for a locomotive of the late 90s. This is when it seemed that most manufacturers were upping their game and starting to release locomotives with a much greater degree of body detail and paint detail. I also thought these were relatively well done and not the most refined of runners, but still they ran pretty well for a locomotive of their price range and such. So now taking a closer look at these RS-2's in the classic green paint scheme. We've got road number 1301 and 1303 here. I'll run those back to back. So Proto 1000, they typically released a lot of their locomotives in 2 road numbers. So 1303 and 1301 here in the classic green scheme. And the other locomotive that I just showed you, 1300 in the original, the as-delivered stripes paint scheme. I believe there might have been another road number offered there, but I have not been able to find record of that in my research yet. If anyone out there knows any better, feel free to reach out. Thanks for joining me for yet another video. Have a good day.